Hey, welcome guys to a video on how to squat. So this was requested on my Instagram. So in the next few clips you'll see how to squat and also some tips on correct cues and form. Okay, so what you'll be seeing here is how I set up for a squat. This is the safety squat bar, so slightly different to how I set up for a standard barbell, but I'll get to that afterwards. So everything is the same every time. So first, right foot forward, then get under the bar, then get left foot forward, get into a comfortable position, hips up through, then same foot back every time, get into a comfortable position. It's up to each individual person. I stand just outside shoulder width, so about hip width, my toes pointed ever so slightly outwards, and then contract glutes, don't push them through, just contract them slightly to make sure they're both firing properly, and then you're going to sit back and down to a point where you're past parallel but your butt does not come under and wink like that. So to pass parallel and then stand back up. Keep your chest tall but not hyperextended. Okay, so what we're going to see now is a high bar, a low bar and a front squat, and a sort of hybrid of the high bar and the low bar. So this is a standard barbell, 7 foot long. You'll have your nail marks there, you'll have the sentinel if your bar has sentinel, and the most important thing is rack height. So for high bar you will have a higher rack height than you will if you have a low bar squat. That is because the bar sits higher up and it sits on your traps up here, whereas low bar sits on your rear delt there. So what you'll see now is me set up for a high bar squat, and then next one will be setting up for a low bar squat, and then a setting up for a hybrid, and then we'll do front squats at the end. So bear with me. So you come under the bar, you want to be contracting your back and your scapula, so squeeze your shoulder blades together, have a bar sit on your traps, not your neck, so don't have it set up there, sit slightly lower, pull it into your traps as you squeeze your shoulder blades together. Again, step backwards, and then you're ready. Yeah. Okay, so now we're going to see the low bar and the hybrid both in the same clip. So as you'll notice, the rack height is one lower than the previous time, and that is because the bar sits low on your back, so you'll not be able to unrack from a higher height. So and I'll show you, and I'll get Phoebe to come behind and show where the bar sits on my back for low bar. So as you can see, the bar is sitting a fair bit lower than it was for high bar. This is high bar. That's low bar. So it drops a fair few inches. Okay, so now we're going to see the hybrid. So that's going to be somewhere between the high bar and the low bar, and it's going to be different for each person. And I find a lot of people can hit this variation more successfully than they can do a low bar squat, because it requires less mobility. So low bar sits about there, and then the hybrid is going to sit just above that. Okay, so now you're going to see me demonstrate the high bar, low bar, hybrid and front squat, and you'll be able to notice some subtle differences between the two, and I'll talk you through the differences. Okay, so what you're going to see here is probably the most important cue that I use when performing the squat. So Phoebe, if you zoom down to my feet and my legs, this is the movement. your knee don't cave. And I'll show you if you don't perform this beforehand. Final thing is hand placement on the bar. So I'll film from the back for this one so it's easier to see. And basically each person again is going to be individual to you and down to your mobility and where you feel strongest and most stable in the squat. So for me, I used to grip literally with my hands like that. I can't do that anymore. So I'm now out with my pinky on the IPF powerlifting ring marking. For people who have Olympic weightlifting bars or general gym bars that have two markings, this will be the inner marking. So I squat like that. You'll see some people who adopt a very wide grip. This allows you to sit the bar on your rear delt much easier because it pops them out even more. And some people feel that they can get tighter. This is usually, though, for people who lack mobility in the shoulder. Hand placement as well is another thing. Some people you'll see grip like that. Some people you'll see grip like that. Some people grip thumbs over. I'm currently experimenting with a pinky under grip, and I've been experimenting with a false grip. Find what works for you.